corporation. Okay? So again, you're dealing with the law, it points to who you are. And we're not just dealing with what's written in man-made. We're talking about universal law, which is much more stronger. Okay? Because too many Moors get caught up with that man-made stuff. Use it to your own advantage, use it to your own will, but don't think that is the number one law and that is the number one authority. You are the number one authority. Okay? That's you, because you are a creator of the highest creator. Okay? You are that. You are this. So, again, when the system collapses, which is coming up, and we already have prophecies of when that will happen. We can tell you that. Okay? We can tell you that. But again, the main thing you gotta understand is, where do you fit in prophecy? Are you on the winning side, or are you on the losing side? Because there's a winner and there's a loser. They say the first will be last and the last will be first. So all of this means is that you have a different rulership coming very soon. And who's that rulership? Who's that going to be? It's going to be us, the Moorish Americans. Why? Because if you look at it, we look at the Mayan prophecies, and they say that the last years that you know it as, is from 2030 to 2050 or 2052. Those are the last years. You see, after 2050, 2052, there's no more years. So what do we mean? It's a new cycle, brand spanking new cycle. And again, we're not following writers or other people who are claimed to be licensed and claim to be professed in such knowledge, where they have no idea of what's beneath the veil, what's beneath that illusion, because they are glamorized by the rewards and the titles that comes along of being someone who is looked towards and looked up to sometimes for higher knowledge, and they take that for granted, and they are invalid of a true occultist. Okay? And occult means hidden, because again, they are still entangled in the webs and cobwebs of the illusion, because they are just insects, flies, irritated thoughts. They're not coming into fruition of none of their manifestation of their true destiny. Not to be an assimilationist and to assimilate into a collapsed society. No, to be someone greater, someone who is higher than the norm, the mundane norm. Alright? We're not saying we're anti-social, we're saying we're anti-mundane. Okay? And we're esoteric, Gnostic. Nothing that is new underneath the sun. We're just discovering what we had about us. Much information is about us. That's why they burn the books. That's why they change birthrights with you, birthplaces, titles, identities with you. They change that. They exchanged it with you. Okay? Because all those so-called Jews, they stole what you call Phoenician. That's all Canaanite. And then they just changed the name and they talk Yiddish, because they are coming from modern Germany, cousins and brothers of so-called England, British or Ingla. right? And the Dutch, so-called Dutch, or the Danes, which are names of Moors.